Coach Donnie Harrison, Athletic Director, Head Football Coach, Newport Greyhounds, in the after-game show brought to you by Subway, Newport Walmart Supercenter. My friend, 2-0 for the Greyhounds.
2-0, 2-0. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Talk a little bit about tonight's football game, Coach. First quarter, we're on the ground a time or two. Worked on it all week long. Tried to get, but boy, once we got to rolling, it's hard to stop our offense.
I know, we're kind of slow starters. Once we got to going, we got to come out of the gate fast from now on. That's something I think we're going to really harp on this week. But, once we got going, and I mean, we got our rhythm, we got going, we were fine. We had to overcome a couple of turnovers, but again, defense played great. Defense played great, outstanding. Swarmed the football. They were relentless all night long. I love it.
We talked about on the air, our defense, we were moving so fast laterally, and then they got us on a couple of misdirection plays. They did a pretty good job. But we just, our linebacking position was fantastic. I mean, everybody just played. Our secondary was good. Our interior line, defensively, we just played a heck of a football game.
And we have so many guys, and I can't just say, oh, it's these 11 guys, because it's not. Because Coach Hines will put somebody in, and somebody else will go in, and then this guy goes from this to this, and this guy can play with this. And I mean, they just go. They play. It's attitude and effort. They have great attitudes, championship effort, and they're going to keep us in a lot of ball games. They really are. Carl
Turner, Ben Collier, DeAndre Elston, all at the running back position.
Yes.
Pretty good combination of.
Man, I'm telling you what. I tell you what, it kind of gets to the point of finding somebody that's got the hot hand and going with them, because all three of them can do it, and all three of them have the opportunity also to throw the ball to them, not just hand it to them, but when you throw the ball in space to these guys, they're deadly. And so really proud of how all three of them, and I tell you what, they don't fight over the ball either, David. I know people think that's hard to believe, but I'm telling you, DeAndre didn't get many touches last week, and he didn't complain, he didn't gripe. He showed up to practice on Monday, and then tonight he had the hot hand. He was the guy that was getting the ball and he was making big plays. So I mean, we talk about that, about not being selfish, that one week it might not be your week, and then the next week it might be your week. So I can't say enough about all three of those young men, how they practice, how they prepare, and how hard they play.
Talk a little bit about Gunnar Bullard. Randy Klepecki sent on the air, he used the word escapability.
Yes.
It's just phenomenal how he'll get out there and he just escapes pressure, and he turns bad things into good things.
He does. He there was an old saying, you turn chicken salad into, chicken, into chicken salad, and sometimes he does, and he does a great job, and we work on it because he's so good at it in the way of maneuvering and getting out. We have a drill we practice on a regular basis called scramble drill, and there are rules. If you run a route where you're at, the direction Gunner's scrambling, when you hear, because the whole sideline's trained that when Gunner takes off, everybody on the sideline screams scramble, and you have to find which way he's going, and you have an angle and a path you're supposed to be in, because the thing about Gunner is Gunner's not scrambling to gain yards. Gunner's trying to buy you time so he can throw it downfield, and he just, again, another young man that has great gifts and works so hard, and he's got that little something to get out of trouble. Yes.
He sure does. Hey, we want to enjoy this victory tonight, a big victory on the road.
Yes.
Going on the road for the first time this year. We've got to go on the road the next couple of weeks.
We're going to be road warriors, David.
Yeah, we are. Then Silman Hill's coming up. Hey,
they're good, and Central's after them, and they're good. But I'm telling you, we've got a good football team, and our kids are working hard, and we're going to be in all them games. I promise.
Exciting time.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
Well, anytime our football team at Newport, Arkansas, Newport High School, anytime we just get to rolling and we think we're going to be pretty good, and the fans get behind them, great crowd tonight.
Oh man, we filled them stands up. I love it. I love it. And our fans were loud and they were cheering. So I can't say enough about our community. I could hear our student section was so much louder than their student section. And I mean, I love it. I love the Hound Pound. Those kids come and they got noise makers and they're yelling and screaming. It's awesome. And I mean, that's what it's about. That's what the best part of high school is. It's having a good time. And I tell the kids all the time, you think the games are what you're going to remember. You're going to remember more stuff that happened at practice or funny things that happened on the bus. This is a great time, and you're enjoying it, and that's what we really want these guys doing, is we want them to enjoy their time here.
I will say this, and I've had a tremendous life, 58 years. the greatest years of my life were my high school years, and in that, playing for the Newport Greyhounds. It's a special time. It's always been special being Newport Greyhounds.
Absolutely. I tell these guys all the time, I'd trade with them in a second.
Absolutely.
I would love to trade and play in a game again. It's worth it. And I know we talk about it. We practice like 9.5 hours a week.
Right.
We put them through the ringer, and we do all this stuff. To get out there on Friday night, the whole point is to have fun. You work so hard, have fun.
We got the hot hand coming up next.
Absolutely.
DeAndre Elston, he had a phenomenal night. We'll talk with him coming right up. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And here's the guy, the hot hand tonight, DeAndre Elston. And DeAndre, first of all, I want to congratulate you on such a fine performance tonight. And Randy Klepeczka just told me 7 catches for 132 yards. You had a heck of a football game. Tell us about your game. Tell us what about how well you played tonight.
Well, it all started off with practice. Practice hard, make perfect. And then last game I didn't get that many catches, so I had to prove something today.
You did prove something, and you go out there and you work on your craft, just like Coach said. And boy, you made one sensational catch. You went high to get that. And tell me this: when y'all go in and Coach Harrison calls a play, are those plays directed towards you, or are they just directed to hit the open guy?
It's to hit the open guy, but a lot of time gunner, scramble. Yes. And then we do our little angles. Then they go to anybody who open.
Yeah, well, no doubt you were getting open tonight, and you had a tremendous night. You played football very, very well on the defensive side also. Talk a little bit about your injury. You were injured most of last year. Talk about that injury and how that affected you this year. You look like you're 100%.
Oh, yes, sir. It had brought me down a lot, but I had to work out, get better, and have a breakout season this season.
Yes, sir. What was the injury? What exactly did you have last year?
I had tore my meniscus, and I had 2 surgeries.
2 surgeries on your knee?
Yes, sir.
On your knee, and that kind of slowed you down quite a bit, but 100% now?
Yes, sir.
I think you're doing great, young man. Talk a little bit about school. What do you enjoy about school? What's your favorite subject? You got a favorite subject?
Math. I like math a lot.
Math, that's a good subject. I mean, that's a good subject to like, and especially you can do a lot of calculating out there on the field. And I know this: you guys have a chance to have a great football team. You guys work hard at it. Just talk about that feeling of being a Newport Greyhound. How do you feel being a Greyhound?
Man, it's a great feeling. Tradition, a lot of tradition.
Tons of tradition. You got any relatives ever played this game here that you know of?
Bryson Elston.
Yes, sir. Did all right, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Bryson was a good player, wasn't he?
Yes, sir.
And how's he related to you?
This is my uncle.
He's your uncle. Good deal, man. Listen, you were outstanding tonight. You've had an outstanding career. Keep up the great work down the stretch, because you guys have a chance to do something very, very special. Yes, so proud that you're a Newport Greyhound. Stay right here with us, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, that concludes it here. Hounds win it big. We're 2-0. We're on the road this coming week. DeAndre Elston, he was showing out tonight.